Hey, what's up everyone, it's your girl Brain today, and today I'm going to be pretty much going to share with you my reading vlog. Not just any reading vlog, but this reading vlog is for a book tour that I am participating in and had the great opportunity to be a part of it, which I'm just excited for and grateful for. And my reading vlog is going to be based off of this book right here, The Black Kids by Christina Hammonds Reed. This book comes out on August the 4th, so definitely don't want to miss that, and I definitely suggest you pre-order it because my reading vlog, it gives you my reactions when I first read it, and also at the end of this vlog I will also be sharing with you my own voice reflections on this book itself. But yes, I really hope you enjoy my vlog. Hey, what's up everyone, it's your girl Brain Shanae. It is Saturday. I'm on my way to my OBGYN appointment. I'm officially 39 weeks pregnant. I'm already dilated 2 centimeters as of last week, so I don't know if I have dilated some more. I doubt it. But before I go to my OBGYN, I do have to drop off my son to my mom's house in order for me to go to my appointment. But anyway, as y'all know, this is a reading vlog, and I'm just finishing up with Cinderella is Dead, and then I'll be pretty much starting today The Black Kids, which I received for the tour that I was able to have an opportunity to be a part of, which I'm excited. But yeah, so before I can even read anything, I gotta go to the doctor first. That's definitely the most important thing at this time. Who knows when I'm gonna have the baby? It might be it'll probably be in this vlog for all I know, because I'm starting this vlog on Saturday, which is the 25th of July, and my due date is July the 30th. So sometime in between there, hopefully you'll be seeing me going to the hospital and whatnot, and me having contractions. But I mean, it's a vlog, so I'm trying to give you every single thing that goes on and that's going to be happening for this week, pretty much. But yeah, so stay tuned for more, you guys. All right, y'all, I'm at my OBGYN, about to head in to see if I've dilated some more and to see what this week is going to be like. But hopefully he doesn't say like, oh, let's induce you, and I'm like, no, I'll just let nature take its course. But I will get back to y'all when I find out, so stay tuned for more. All right, y'all, I'm back. I am 3 centimeters. The doctor pretty much said that I could probably have the baby later today or tomorrow or Sunday, possibly. But my next appointment is going to be Tuesday, where they're going to do an ultrasound and everything to see where the baby's at as far as growth, because they might end up inducing me. So yeah, I'm hoping the baby comes today, or starts coming today or this weekend, so I don't have to be induced. I'd rather just let my son come naturally instead of being induced with medication. But I'm hoping maybe if I walk a little bit today, might get the ball rolling. But we'll see. But that is my update as far as my pregnancy. I'm gonna go pick up my son from my parents' house. But first I might stop and get a ice cream cone, because I've been craving a vanilla chocolate dipped ice cream cone from Dairy Queen. So yeah, so stay tuned. All right, y'all, I'm finally home after picking my son up from my parents' house. We're pretty much gonna sit and relax before I need to pick up my husband from work, because his car is being worked on. So I got some hibachi, which is Japanese food. So I'll show y'all that in a minute, just to get a little glimpse of my food. But yeah, so after I eat and everything and relax, I'm going to be finishing up reading Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin Barron, and then I'll be reading The Black Kids, so I can do my my nice stuff with vlogging and whatnot, because I can't wait to read it. It's one of my anticipated reads of the year. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat, and then I will keep y'all updated on my reading. So yeah. Oh, and this is also my food. So I have scallops, I have mushrooms and zucchini, cabbage, and this is egg yolk sauce. And this is my yum yum right here. I got 2, and then my ginger, so 2 of each. So yeah, so this looks so good, and I'm about to go ahead and taste it. This looks really tasty, and I'm hungry. All right, y'all, so I just woke up from my nap after eating this delicious food. So I'm pretty much almost done with Cinderella is Dead. I only have like 85 pages left, so I'll finish that tonight. And then after I finish that, I'm going to begin reading this, Black Kids by Christina Hammonds Reed. This comes out next month in August. But yeah, and for me to get this arc, I joined a tour that was posted on Twitter. So I'm excited to do this tour where I pretty much am vlogging pretty much for this book, which I'm so excited to read. Once again, this is one of my anticipated reads of the year, and I also give you my own reflections about the book and everything and how I feel, just going off of, you know, how I feel about the book, how I'm close to the book, how I feel like I'm connected to the character and everything like that. So yeah, isn't the cover gorgeous? I just love it so much. But yeah, so let's see. Just in case you don't know what it's about, it states, what does it mean to be one of the Black kids? Los Angeles, 1992. Ashley Bennett and her friends are living the charmed life. It's the end of senior year, and they're spending more time at the beach than in the classroom. Ashley's not always so sure she actually likes her friends these days, but they've been besties since kindergarten. Everything changes one afternoon in April when 4 LAPD officers are acquitted after beating a black man named Rodney King half to death. Suddenly, Ashley's not just one of the girls, she's one of the Black kids. As violent protests engulf LA and the city burns, Ashley tries to continue on with life as normal, even as her self-destructive sister gets dangerously involved in the riots, even as the model Black family facade her parents have built starts to crumble. Even as her best friends help spread a rumor that could completely derail the future of her classmate and fellow Black kid LaShawn Johnson. Her world splintering around her, Ashley, along with the rest of LA, is left to question who is the us and who is the them. So this sounds really good. Okay, so it says this is going to be coming out September 1st of this year. I'm all for this. Because it sounds really good. I wasn't born yet. I was born in 1993, so after everything that happened, so I have no clue. But since I have a history degree, I know a lot about the riots and everything like that during the time, especially with Rodney King and everything of him being beaten by police officers or LAPD. So yeah, I'm gonna be starting this tonight. Gonna see more vlogging from me. I'm gonna try to read a few pages or so, depending on how tired I am, because I am 39 weeks, you guys. So I'm at the finish line with my pregnancy. So you probably, like I said, you'll see me vlogging in the hospital while reading this, maybe, who knows. But yeah, so this is the book that I will be reading, and I'm so excited. And then on top of that, I got something from Faye Crate in the mail. So, and I don't know what it is. So I wanted to share this with you. Let's get that. Ooh, I don't know what this is. Okay, so it's a book. Never heard of this book before. So let me just open this up. They bubble wrapped it really good. So trying my best to get it out here safely. Okay. All right. So here it says, it's a golden fury. Is it silent, or is it science or magic, power or possession? This is Advanced Reader's Edition. This is by Samantha Coho. I'm not sure about this author. I haven't read anything from this author, so it's really interesting. Yeah. And this comes out, it says this book comes out in October of this year. So, might just have to read it. Probably late September I'll read this, since it comes out in October. But let me see. It looks like it's historical fiction. So it says, It says 1792 France. A teenage alchemist is on the verge of a life-changing discovery, but the cost may be her own mind. With Europe in the throes of revolution, Thea Hope has never been closer to uncovering the ultimate prize, the Philosopher's Stone, which would allow her to transform lead into gold and heal all wounds. But something so powerful could never go unnoticed. Ominous forces will stop at nothing to gain the stone's power. Thea must risk everything she knows and loves in a deadly race to make history. So, sounds really interesting. It says, sharply written with a crackling, compassionately determined heroine, a vivid ride through 18th century Europe with darkness and dread creeping at its corners, and it's utterly enchanting. And that was said by Emily A. Duncan, who has written Wicked Saints. So, yeah. So, that's really cool. I really like this. So, it sounds really interesting. I like historical fiction. I've been trying to read a little bit more historical fiction. I'm trying to be more diverse with my reading this year, as you all may have known if you have been watching my videos. But yeah, thank you, Fake Crate, for this. I'm definitely going to be reading this late September, since it comes out in October, and it sounds really interesting. I've heard a lot of things about the Philosopher's Stone and everything, and France and all that. People trying to find it in order to heal, have power, and everything like that. So yeah, it's actually a pretty cool, pretty looking book too. I like the cover. So we have that. But yeah, that is it for now, you guys. I'm going to continue reading. I'll probably read in the car a little bit while I wait for my husband to get off. Probably get to his job just like half hour earlier, just to sit and read in my car and finish Cinderella's Dead. And then start reading this beauty right here. And you will pretty much get my thoughts on it, you know, of this book. So yeah. And also it says here in the book, it says, "Dear early readers, The Black Kids is the gripping story of Ashley Bennett, a wealthy Black girl who attends a predominantly white private school in Los Angeles in the early 1990s. She's been part of her privileged, image-obsessed group of friends so long. She's accustomed to absorbing the blows of their casual racism. But when 4 white LAPD officers are acquitted for their beating of Rodney King, everything changes, and so does Ashley's worldview. As the city burns, she embarks on a harrowing, empowering journey of self-discovery and revelation about what it means to be one of the Black kids. Vividly immersive, The Black Kids is a timeless story that shines a light on girlhood, on Blackness, and on class, and the place where all three intersect. Its compassionate depiction of the experience of double consciousness will resonate with young people and adults alike, and readers navigating their own journeys of race and identity will find this book a lifeline." It says, Christina Hammonds Reed is poised to become one of YA's crucial voices, alongside with luminaries as Angie Thomas, Elizabeth Espedo, Nick Stone, and Jason Reynolds. Her thoughtful and explosive storytelling offers no easy answers and invites much needed empathy. I am thrilled to share the unforgettable story of Ashley Bennett with you. All my best. So that was said by the author, which her picture is right here. But yeah, looking forward to reading this book, and it sounds amazing. All right, y'all. So you know what today is. Today is Sunday. I went to sleep. I was really tired. I started having labor pains. I feel like I am in labor, so the baby could come literally tonight or tomorrow. But so I was slacking. I didn't get to start this gorgeous book, but I did finish Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin Barron, and as you can see, it's annotated. This was a really good read. I really enjoyed it. You'll probably be seeing me rating this book at the end of this vlog. But yes, so this was a really good book. I definitely recommend it, but I did finish it and I enjoyed every single moment of it. So yeah, so if you have your eyes on this book, I would definitely suggest you get this. It is queer, it is amazing. It talks about pretty much women empowerment and to speak up and to not let anyone be silent and stand up for yourself. So I really enjoyed this a lot. I enjoyed this. So definitely get this book if you can. So I'm gonna put that right here with most of my retellings, which is right there. Keep my tabs out so they don't get damaged. And then I have an unboxing that I got from LitJoy Crate. So let me go ahead and open this box for you. And this is an order that I had made. I'm trying to find my box cutter, but this is an order that I had gotten because I love this product. These they're candles, I believe, and I could not resist and got them. I believe now they are sold out on their website. I don't know when they'll have a restock again. So yeah, so let me see if I can open this up. I'll probably use a pen to open this up real quick. So let me do that. All right. And that's my son. So please ignore him. What are you doing? What is that? Go tell your sister to take it off. Go downstairs, take it off. You need help? You need help? Okay. All right, there you go. Go downstairs. Here.
I need to.
They can't really see you, bud. Say hi.
Hi.
All right, go downstairs. Okay, you want to sit there? You ready for your brother to come?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, put your tongue back in your mouth. Okay. I guess he's going to be part of this. So, here is the box. This is what it looks like when I open it. Right here. Hey, stop that. What are you, a monster? You are. So the first thing I got was this amazing candle. It is Phoenix. No, it's Phoenix Tears. It's a 4-ounce soy candle. It's eucalyptus spearmint flavor, or not flavor, but scent. Scent, and it's immense healing powers. So I got this, and this is a candle. I thought it was really cute, and like the bottle and everything. So even when the candle is done lighting, I'm definitely going to be keeping this. But here is this candle. It smells good. Smell it. Smell it? Smell good?
Yeah.
No. Well, it smells good to me. But yeah, so I had gotten this. I just thought this was really cute. And then I got one more candle from there. Ooh, it looks like I got something else in here. So let's see. But here's another candle that I couldn't resist. I love everything that says dragons. If you look at my other blog, which I'll leave up at the top, up in the cards, I recently read Rage of Dragons, The Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter. And that book was amazing. And I thought, oh, this is the top. And so I thought this would go well with the display of this candle here. So let me open this if I can, gracefully. There we go. All right. So here is the candle. It is called Dragon's Blood. It's cinnaberries, fire, and vanilla. And then it has this vial right here, which is pretty cool. So I definitely love this so much. Even the jar alone is beautiful. So yeah, and it smells amazing. Smell this one. Does it smell good?
No.
No? Okay. But yeah, so I got this as well. Hold on, I have to put it up, bud. So I have these two candles. So I have Dragon's Blood, and then I have Phoenix Tears. So these are the two candles that I got from LitJoy. But yeah, that was all in the box. And now I'm going to get started and read this gorgeous baby. But yeah, so I'm having a contraction right now. Woo. But yeah, so stay tuned for more, you guys, for this crazy vlog of mine, especially with my pregnancy. Can you say bye to everybody and that we'll see them again? Say bye.
Bye.
All right, I'll see y'all with another update. Hey y'all, I'm still pregnant, still having labor pains, and my contractions are like 15 minutes apart, so there hasn't really been any progress. So I've been tried to read a little bit. I only got to page 8 so far. I plan on reading more tonight, hopefully. But yeah, I just been relaxing majority of the day. But yeah, I plan on reading a lot more before I go to bed or before the day is over. Huh? Okay. All right. That's my daughter. They're about to get their bath because they've been sweating all day. It's really hot outside right now. But yeah, so I'm going to try to read a little bit more. And then hopefully tonight I'll read even more. So yeah, so there's that. What's up, everyone? Of course, it's still Sunday. After the kids had their baths, I decided to have a shower because I was sweaty as well because we went walking for a little bit. And so I started a little bit more reading of this. Only read a couple pages more, and already I started annotating it because some of this stuff, like her friend, what's her name? So the main character is Ashley, and she has a few friends named Courtney and Heather, what have you. And Heather, like, I don't know how Ashley is her friend, like how Ashley has Heather as a friend. Like, the comments she says are crazy, and Ashley just pushes them aside, and I don't know why. Like, I don't know, I feel like if I was Ashley and I had a friend like that, she probably wouldn't even be my friend after the comments she would say. Like, she's not even, like, I think she's ignorant. Like, I feel like Heather is ignorant to what she is saying, but I feel like Ashley could have, she could have the opportunity to help and educate her friend on the statements she was saying. So literally I'm annotating this. Green means I'm disgusted. Orange pretty much means, like, damn, like it's like a hazard type of color for me. Like, okay, so Ashley's just gonna let this slide and ignore it. Okay. But yeah, so this is where I'm at so far. I didn't get far at all, but literally I had to start annotating once I see these comments that her friend Heather has made. And it's just really disturbing. But I'm gonna try to read some more. I'm trying to at least get to page 100 tonight. And then tomorrow is gonna be Monday, so I'm hoping I'll at least read up to page 200 tomorrow. So yeah, these are my thoughts so far. But yeah, I'm like, wow, crazy. I definitely would be saying something to my friend right now. But yeah, so that's my update. I will keep you guys posted for more. What's up, everyone? So I'm now on page 50, and something just hit me, like the relationship between Joe and Ashley. Joe is Ashley's bigger sister. They're like a couple years apart. And the thing that's this, I have sort of a connection regarding about how Joe and Ashley were raised. And with this, like in the book, her mom pretty much says, I'm glad you're a good kid, or you're a very good kid, right after they visit Joe's apartment that they just did not like and did not understand why she lived there, due to how she was raised and how they were living. They lived a really privileged life, in a good house and whatnot. But Ashley pretty much asked herself, so am I the good kid and Joe's the bad kid? And this brought to my attention of how me and my sister were raised, how my sister was considered the bad kid and I was considered the good kid. And Ashley also realizes that, okay, since I'm considered the good one, it seems like it's more pressure on me because I feel like I can't make any mistakes at all basing off the fact of what my sister had done in her past and everything like that. And I feel that connection with Ashley, because I have always felt that way too. My parents always compared me to my sister, and so I felt pressured that I had to be perfect, had to get good grades. I tried to make sure I didn't make the same mistakes as my sister did. So it was just a lot of pressure. But I'm loving this book so far. I'm glad I'm starting to have a connection with Ashley just a little bit. She was pissing me off in the beginning. She might still piss me off later. I don't know. She's just being really annoying. and irritating. But I'm glad there is some type of connection that I have with Ashley. But yeah, so right now I'm on page 50. It's around like 7 o'clock today on Sunday. So we'll see. But I'm trying to read up to page 100 tonight and then read to page 200 tomorrow. So yeah, but that's my little spiel for right now. Wait, also before I finish the spiel, sorry you guys, into the next page, it also brings up how Ashley's mother talks about how Joe was just a difficult child and she was very troubled. They always gave her issues and everything like that, which my mom did. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you should not be doing that. I feel like as a parent, you should not be comparing your two kids, even though it's inevitable, it's going to happen. But still, she really says, she says, your sister was a very, very difficult child. Even as a baby, she cried and cried, and I could never figure out why she was crying or how to get her to stop. That's just crazy. Why would you tell your younger daughter about I feel like you're trying to start something between the two sisters, which in that case she sort of is when she's comparing the two. But yeah, this sounds like my parents, me and my sister, so much. The similarities is just crazy, because my mom has said that so much about my sister and how she was difficult. So yeah, but yeah, that's the end of my spiel. I just wanted to add that in as well because it's just crazy. Hey everyone, it is Monday. I know I wore this the other day, but I'm definitely going into labor for sure. I know that for my son Caden, he's definitely coming either tonight or in the morning tomorrow, and I just wanted to wear something comfortable. I didn't want to wear any type of pants or nothing like that. I just wanted something where I could just put on comfortably. I'm eating some watermelons right now. My contractions are about 10 minutes apart. So far I dropped off my kids at my parents' house, but we're probably gonna go back to my parents' house. I'm gonna be walking around in their house because it's huge, just to get my labor going a little bit quicker, just to walk around their house. And in the hospital I'm having the baby is literally a minute away, so I figure it's more convenient to be at my parents' house and just go through all my labor and contractions there. And then once my contractions get closer, that's when I'll head over to the hospital. But yeah, I'm eating watermelon right now. I did get to read 100 pages of The Black Kids. I'm going to be reading some more today, hopefully. Hopefully I will be reading more today for The Black Kids. It was very good when I got to page 100. You know my thoughts about it. So once I read a little bit more of it, you'll definitely be seeing my reactions and my reflection on everything. But yeah, so right now, having contraction now. But yeah, and I wanted to show you my amazing watermelon right here that I have, because it looks really good. But yeah, so that is my update. Like I said, it is Monday, so I did read 100 pages, and I'm going to read another 100 pages today. So yeah. And this is my watermelon, you guys, that I mentioned. It's good. I plan on devouring this because it looks amazing. And I'm trying to eat food that I want, because once I get to the hospital, I'm going to be eating hospital food that has no type of flavor or nothing, just bland. So I'm trying to eat as much as I can, but not something that will make my stomach hurt or make me want to use the restroom. So I'm trying to be strategic on what I eat. But yeah, so I'm about to kill this watermelon right here. Hey, what's up, guys? Ooh, still no baby yet. Still going through contractions like crazy. I dropped off my kids are at my parents' house, so my daughter and my son are my parents. My parents are gonna keep them pretty much till I have this baby. I know I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow at 9:10, so hopefully the baby comes before that, but if not, the doctor would tell me definitely how far along I am as far as being dilated. I know my last appointment that I had, I was 3 centimeters, so we'll see what happens. Maybe they might induce me or not. I really don't want to be induced, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so I'm super tired. I have not read not one thing today, so probably tonight I'll be reading at least like my 100 pages, and then there's another book that I might read 100 pages of. So we will see, but I'm just trying to keep you updated on what's happening and everything. So yeah, so stay tuned for more. You probably see me at least give my thoughts on what I read tonight. So yeah, so stay tuned for more. What's up, everyone? So I'm on page 157, and the quote from Ashley's sister Jo, pretty much stating, like she said, we have to walk around being perfect all the time just to be seen as human. Don't you ever get tired of being a simple? Don't you ever just want to be a human? And from that quote, what I get from it is how being black, and just being black in America in general, it's really hard. Like, we have to act perfect all the time, and you know, like, nothing is wrong with us. We always have to be great with our grades, and it's like all eyes are on us, so we have to be perfect, and everything like that, instead of just being ourselves. And I feel like some people don't realize that, because for high school, it was mostly predominantly black, but when I went to college, it was predominantly white. I had been called the N-word before and everything like that, and they told me that I didn't belong there and what have you, and so I proved them wrong. But the thing is, it's like, for me to prove them wrong, I had to work extra hard. I had to study longer than the other kids would, just so that I can be at the top of my class, and to show them, like, no, just because I'm black, that does not mean that I'm not intelligent. That does not mean that I don't have sense, you know. But yeah, so what Jo said really brought that to my attention. Before that, it definitely brought that to my attention, but I think, like, now, as I'm getting deeper into the book, it's starting to show as well, especially with LaShawn, you know, being accused of stealing Jordans or whatever during the looting or whatever. And so, well, there was rumors, and so, you know, LaShawn cracked. You know, he got upset because, you know, after having all that pressure of being perfect and being the perfect athlete and everything and student, and then you're accused of something that you haven't done, and then people come up to you in your face and everything like that and telling you this and that, you crack. And it happens to the best of us. And so yeah, but that's my reflection of this part so far. But it's really good. Like I said, I'm on page 157, trying to get to page 200 and then stop. Still having contractions, so we'll see. I have an appointment 9:10 in the morning, so we'll figure out how far along I am, and as far as, like, me being dilated. So stay tuned for more, you guys. Hey everyone, so I'm back home from my doctor's appointment. I'm close to being 4 centimeters dilated. But I'm going to be induced on Monday. I was trying to be induced on Friday, but the hospital is going to be filled in the maternity ward. So Monday is when I'll be induced. Hopefully he'll come naturally. That's what I'm hoping for, like tomorrow, but I don't know what else to do. I've tried drinking pineapple juice. I tried eating spicy food. Nothing seems to happen. But I have been reading more of The Black Kids. I'm on page, I'm on page 234, so I'll soon be on page 300. And then after that, tomorrow, I'll just have like 50 pages left. So you'll get to see my thoughts and my reflections on this book. But as you can see, I've been annotating it a lot of this in this book. So yeah, so I'll have plenty of thoughts on this book. Right now, I think my favorite character right now is, I believe, Heather, Ashley's friend right now. Maybe I'll eventually start liking Ashley a little bit more. Maybe if she turns over a new leaf, she still can be annoying to me sometimes, just by how she acts. But we'll see. Maybe she will evolve closer to the end of this book, and then I'll like her. But yeah, so this is where I'm at. So not that much to go, but I will keep you guys posted. Hey guys, so yeah, I reached to page 300 and I'm actually enjoying it now. I think I'm really starting to like Ashley a little bit better because she's starting to figure herself out, which I'm glad. I think at the beginning she was just a little lost. Felt like she was stuck in between two worlds, and she couldn't figure her out yet until she finally seen some reality, in a sense. In the beginning she definitely was not woke. She was not woke, but I think she's starting to be. But yeah, so I'm about to go to bed. My husband made me jog up and down the steps, have me doing exercises to get this baby down. But I have like 52 pages left, which I'll finish tomorrow when I wake up. And so I'm looking forward to see the ending and how it all ends, and to see where Ashley goes with everything that has taken place. So we will see. Hey, what's up, everyone? I did get to page 300 last night, and I'm about to finish reading. I'm about to finish it up right now with this book, and literally I am blown away. Now Ashley is becoming more aware of certain things and starting to realize certain things. She's more woke and so she's starting to see the world for what it is. And like even with this what she says on page 324 and 325, like the first part, it says the media and the politicians keep stereotyping everyone who was out during the riots as savage or lawless or hooligans or thugs, and underclass not representative of the real America. And that is definitely relevant, and it's still relevant today with what's been happening. People are still protesting, and we want justice. No justice, no peace. And so with that, I think even with the media, they still classify people as being savage, lawless, hooligans, or thugs about these riots. And it's like, these are peaceful protesting. People are peacefully protesting, and the police officers are making it more of a riot and more, I feel like, more chaotic when it doesn't have to be. The police does not have to put their hands on people or shoot rubber bullets at people, which is still damaging to people's bodies. It's a rubber bullet. It's still a bullet in itself. And so it's just crazy. And then she goes on, because a bunch of dudes beating on one dude who was already on the ground until he's brain damaged and broken is wrong. Because prosecuting people differently for the same exact crimes because of skin color is wrong. Because some people being able to buy private islands while other people sleep outside on the ground is wrong. Because knowingly destroying poor communities with drugs let in to fund wars against foreign regimes is fundamentally wrong. Because even though you finally enact a Civil Rights Act, not even 30 years ago, it doesn't erase centuries of unequal wealth, unequal access, unequal schooling, unequal living conditions, unequal policing. It says, you can't tell people to pull on bootstraps when half of them never had any boots to begin with, never even had the chance to get them, or when you let people burn whole, thriving Black communities to the ground and conveniently forget about it. Because maybe the problem isn't only with bad people. Maybe the problem is with the whole system. Because we're supposed to be better than that. This country. So excuse me, let me repeat that. Because we're supposed to be better than this in this community, whoever we are, because we can be. Sometimes people do real stupid shit when they feel invincible or powerless. Doesn't make it right, but maybe at least we can try to understand a little. It's like the riots pulled focus from one Los Angeles to the other, but it's all part of the same photo if you're looking. Always has been. The palm trees and the pain, the triumph and the trauma, all of us, one big beating heart. The real Los Angeles, the real America. It's like Uncle Ronnie said, it's our history in our blood, in our bones. Ain't no new starts, he said. And I feel like with that, there's a lot of relevance to this. Like, it's equal. Everything is so corrupt. Everything is so wrong. And I'm like I said, I'm very happy with Ashley. In the beginning of the book, I was very annoyed, but then I started understanding she doesn't know anything of this world. She was ignorant of it. She didn't grow up in it. Her parents were pretty much sheltering her, so she didn't have to face these certain things. But eventually her mom and dad realize that they can't protect them from this, because this is something that's going to happen to them regardless if they have money or whatever, or if they have wealth. Ashley and her sister Jo, they are still Black. They're still going to go through everything when it comes to being treated unequally and being and everything like that, and being pretty much judged because of the color of their skin. And so, like, I'm so happy that Ashley is coming to that realization, and she's becoming more aware, like I said, and also being more aware of her friends and who to hang out with and who she should be around. So I'm going to be on page 326 soon, and then eventually I'll be done. And then once I do that, you're gonna be seeing my face again, where I'm pretty much going to give my own voices reflections on this book. I know that I've been doing that throughout this vlog, but I feel like I should definitely get in more detail my reflections about this amazing book. So stay tuned for that, you guys. All right, everyone, I really hope you enjoyed what you had seen. It was pretty much sharing with you everything that I'm going through and still going through, and also as I'm reading this amazing book, on my thoughts on how I thought about it, my beginning thoughts when I first read it, and then of course now I'm sharing with you my complete thoughts of the book itself. And so I'm going to rate this book a 5 out of 5 stars. Yes, I know at the beginning of my vlog, I said I was so annoyed with Ashley and everything like that. But then towards the very end, I really started liking Ashley and got to have a different perspective about Ashley. How she was mostly ignorant on everything of what was happening around her due to how she grew up, and she was pretty much sheltered. So she really wasn't exposed to a lot of things. But then as she became exposed to certain things, as being not just a rich girl or whatever that goes to a predominantly white school, but she also experiences certain things a Black person goes through on a regular basis. And also, as you see my vlog, I had I annotated this book because there was a lot of things I was like, oh my gosh, like what? Like in the beginning, I was just like stunned of how Ashley would just let her friends say certain things to her, and certain words like the N-word and everything to her. It blew my mind, and she didn't speak up for herself. But towards the end of the book, she told her friends like, nah, that's not cool. You don't say that. You do not say that. It is not cool. Which I'm like, yes, she is woke now. Yes. And so like with this book, like towards the end of it, I'm really just happy how aware that she is, and being more aware of her surroundings and getting to know, being more open as finding friends. Because at first she thought she only could have a certain select friends, that who she grew up with and who she's been around for many, many years. But then as she started opening her eyes up to the world, she then realizes and acknowledges more people around her that are really cool and do become her friends at the end. So I really, really love that about Ashley, and I loved about this book. It goes into great detail of not just of everything of the LA riots and Rodney King and everything like that, but it gives you a perspective of what happens in the world of a Black person, and especially a Black girl, a Black woman as well. And so I feel like this book is definitely relevant for today as well, due to protesting, due to riots and everything like that. This book is definitely something I recommend to anybody and everybody who wants to read this book, because it's amazing. I love this book so much. And look, the cover is even amazing itself. Like it rears you in, and I can't get enough of this book. Like I couldn't really put it down, because even though at the beginning I was annoyed, I was like, okay, something has to happen. Ashley's gonna get it. She's gonna realize certain things around her and everything like that. And she does. And I'm like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for. And so I was just really, really happy with Ashley, and just really happy with how she opened her eyes up to new things and to discover new friends and meeting people that are really cool. And so, yeah, so love this book. But also for my own voices reflections, this is pretty much my reflection as well. I love this book. I saw a lot of me, like a lot of other things that are close to me as I grew up, how I grew up. Like when she mentioned how her family was fighting. This says, my mom and dad spent the better part of 2 years yelling nastiness at each other throughout the house. Him cornering her cornering him, until I grew up to hate angles and all the anger they could store. It's like for years at a time, they barely talked to each other, or they talked only enough to fight. Whenever Joe and I would try to stop their fighting, they would tell us it was none of our business. But they were fighting so loud we couldn't sleep, so it kind of was. And for that, it reminded me of how I grew up with my mom and dad in our household, and how they would constantly argue and fight, and me and my sister would get into the middle of it, telling them to stop. And so there's certain things that I recognize in this book, of things that I have gone through, and everything in that nature. Especially I have been followed in a store before, somebody thinking I'm gonna steal something because of the color of my skin. There's a lot of things that I've gone through that are so similar, or is similar in this book, and is accurate and is on point, which I love. But even the school that I went to, it was predominantly white, which Ashley attends, but they're mostly the black kids that attend there, that my school went to, they were on scholarship for sports and everything like that. I wasn't on scholarship. My parents were paying for my tuition straight up, even though I was playing sports as well. I didn't get the scholarship. And so we had a lot of, especially black boys, who were on scholarship, and a lot of them were pretty much idolized, because they were bringing attention to the school, which a lot of schools do that. It's politics pretty much. And so for Harrison, that's how it is in this book. He's pretty much the black kid who some of Ashley's friends consider him poor because he's not wealthy, or hasn't grown up, in their neighborhood, or lives in the hood, or what have you. And so, like I said, there's so much similarities to this book that I feel like I have a connection to. And at the end, I became more connected to Ashley as well. Now I wasn't as ignorant as Ashley, because I was still exposed to a lot of things. I didn't grow up in a wealthy neighborhood. I grew up, in an area where a lot of things happen. I've seen a lot of things, heard a lot of things, etc. So that's the difference between me and Ashley. But I feel like for me, it's just, as I've gotten older, I realize I'm being more aware and realizing a lot more than what I did when I was younger. And so, I love this book so much. I love the similarities. I love the connection that I have with Ashley and a lot of the characters. And so, with this book, I'm just happy I was able to read this, because it was amazing. It had me in tears, especially when it talked about Ashley's grandmother and everything she went through, and how they moved to the West trying to have a better life, but it was still stressful. It was still a struggle to, to try to have pave the way for your family so that they can have a better life. And it's just, even to this day, as for black families, and they're trying to find a way to, make their lives better, it's a struggle. And so right now, today, a lot of black families are now starting to create their own businesses, black-owned businesses, because a lot of people do not know, or do not even realize that our communities, our own stores have been burned down to the crisp throughout history. The Tulsa massacre, you have the Rosewood massacre, where all black-owned businesses were burned down. And so I think a lot of people are not aware of that at all. And I really feel like that's something that is definitely represented in this book, and I think maybe people will get a better understanding. You know, sometimes it takes people to read a book to get things, you know, or see things, but you know, there's so many different aspects and so many different ways you can educate yourself, and I feel like this book can educate you in many ways about things and about the Black community and about everything like that. So yes, I love this book. 5 out of 5 stars all together. With the author, Christina, you did a great job. I'm honored to have read this book by you, because this book is definitely something I could not put down. It's a page turner for sure, everyone, like for sure. But yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed this vlog. I really hope you enjoyed everything about it. I was giving you my own reactions and everything to it, because I feel like that's me being true to myself and me showing you my feelings throughout the book, my true feelings, and how I am now at the end since I have finished this amazing book. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. See ya.